Yeah, more bonus parts. We're reading more letters. Let's do this. An exquisite old letter. I had a business meeting coming up in Ferdinand, but that's been cancelled. It's hardly the time for that now. I'm sure you remember the king went to meet with the leaders of Dusker, yes? Well, they were all beset by attackers from Dusker on their way there. All were killed. Only the young prince made it. Someone marshaled an army and sent soldiers to raise Dusker immediately. In the meantime, Ferdinand is all in chaos without a king. Dusker really made a mistake here. They're all going to be punished for the actions of a few extremists. Still, considering what they did, maybe they deserve it. I suppose that means we can no longer trade with Dusker. Shame. There's gold to be mined near Gwenhirvar, and their blacksmiths are exceptional. No matter what, don't do anything until I return. A merchant's letter sent from Ferdinand. Damn. Empire Nobles, register of prominent noble houses of the Dresdian Empire. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Saros. This was made back in 1779 AD. Alright, here we go. House Fresvelg, the most distinguished noble house of the Empire, tracing its roots all the way back to the great Emperor Wilhelm. It has been governing house of the Empire for 1,100 years. In addition to the first emperor, its lineage is also traced back to Saint Saros herself, which is why generations of emperors are believed to bear the crest of Saros. House Hresvelg resides in Enbar, the imperial capital, claiming all the surrounding territory as its domain. It boasts supreme authority both within the empire and without until the insurrection of the Seven in 1171. This uprising saw much of House Hresvelg's power stripped away by the nobility. In recent years, a series of misfortunes has plagued this storied house, and some believe dark clouds hover over the future of the Hresvelg region. House Aegir, a house of dukes possessing great power within the empire, second only to House Hresvelg. The head of the house came to occupy the post of prime minister, rendering the title hereditary one thereafter. House Aegir led the insurrection of the Seven, and in many ways holds the true power governing the empire. House Vestra, a house of marquesses without a domain, existing in the shadow of House Hresvelg. In addition to managing the darker tasks of the empire, it is responsible for the empire's periphery affairs, including coordinating things such as ceremonies and rituals, imperial consorts, and imperial guard. House Vestra was allied with House Aegir in the insurrection. House Hredving, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the empire's domestic affairs, particularly those relating to administration, finance, and the judiciary. It frequently clashes with the Minister of Military Affairs over these matters. Much of its territory lies in the Agma Mountains, enriching the house with the fruits of a lucrative mining industry. So that's House Hevering. Yeah, Hevering. House of Counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's domestic affairs, particularly those relating to administration. Yep. I already did that. Okay. House Burgleys, a house of counts that has inherited rule over by the Empire's Ministry of Military Affairs. It commands all of the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor. During times of war, the head of the house becomes the Imperial Army's commander-in-chief. Their territory encompasses most of the Empire's main breadbasket, ground or field. House Varley, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Religion, whose main responsibility is to maintain amiable relations with the Church of Saros. However, due to the estrangement of the church from the empire in recent years, it is now more involved with the judiciary, causing political strife within the Ministry of the Interior. Oh boy! House Gareth. A house of dukes that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of the Exterior, diplomacy, foreign relations, and relations between various provinces and the capital fall under its purview. It worked hard to secure the ceasefires that ended both the Brigid and Daga campaigns. Though complicit in its insurrection, it remains distant from associated houses. House Arundel. Formerly a minor noble house of the Empire, as head of the house when Volkhard's younger sister became betrothed to Emperor Arnius the Ninth. Volkhard is granted the title of Lord Arundel. Having worked closely with House Iger, House Arundel is seen as one of the chief instigators of the insurrection of the Seven. House Hiram, a house of imperial viscounts resisting Emperor Ionius the Ninth's policy of power centralization. It is set out to join the alliance and secure independence from the empire, but was unable to overcome the imperial army's intervention. In the aftermath, the house's main genetic line was wiped out. Its current head of house is an adoptee. House Nouveau, a house of the imperial viscounts with a territory on the western coast of the empire, centered around its namesake harbor city of Nouvelle. The house flourished thanks to commerce with Dagad, Albania, Brigid, and other territories. Even still, it fell to ruin in 1175 after permitting the combined invading forces of the Dagad and Brigid armies to make landfall. House Ox, a house of imperial barons. Its territory occupies the northern half of the western peninsula, known as Fodlan's Fangs. The head of the house was lost to the Dagad and Brigid War. House Bartels, a house of imperial barons, highly ambitious. It sought out and acquired several quests for its bloodline. In 1176, many members, including the head of the house, died under unexplained circumstances. The guilt of this tragedy was attributed to their heir, Emil, as his whereabouts are unknown. Leadership of the house fell to a distant relative. Huh. We know who that is. It's Yuritsa. Damn, buddy. Looks like nobody likes the fucking... Damn. Okay, I have the Kingdom's Nobles, Alliance Nobles. That's it. Yeah, I can do those another time. I'm going to save that for later, because Toast is going to be driven mad if he has to sit through more of these. Thank you guys so much for watching Let's Play Fire Emblem Warriors. 3 hopes. Next time, I'll be finishing up all of the books in the game, and then that's the end of it. I've finished the game. I'll be seeing you guys with more of those books and whatever else I can put up. Alright, peace. Stay crispy, everybody. Bye.